Hey guys, ghazzyTV here with another Path of Exile video. Today I'm going to talk about the Flashback event that's coming up in X amount of hours. So there's a few things we need to mention. One of them is that we're going to be talking about this event being a flashback event, which is compared to Mayhem, very, very different. In Mayhem, we're in a... Hey guys, ghazzyTV here with a... Now, unlike Mayhem, where we got like 10, 20 things happening per zone, which is going to alternate for each zone every hour, basically we were starting with one of these modifiers being in the Twilight Strand, and this would change every hour. And this goes for every single area, every map, and it will just change every hour to the different modifiers. And in this case, in Mayhem, we had a lot of these, 10 to 20. And in Flashback, it's going to be one Delirium Mirror, might be one Beyond Spawn, there might be 2 Invasion bosses, so it's not even close to as scary as Mayhem was. However, due to this, it does feel like the Delirium Mirror zones will be the map people will chase to make a lot of currency, since this flashback event lasts 3 weeks. So I'm not sure how interesting this kind of flashback event will be, since it's going to be pretty locked in terms of enjoyment from my personal perspective. So if we scroll down here, and we can actually go through the list real quick of what's actually going to be available. Each area class will have a random selection of 3 of the following mods present. This means that 3 of these will exist in each area. So for example, if there's a Delirium Mirror, I think that people will prioritize this one, and I don't think people give that much of a shit about the invasion bosses unless you're playing hardcore, the Shrapnel Bearer, and sometimes the Crab can be really sketchy, or if your build is having issues with proximity shields, then the Snake is going to be a bit annoying to deal with. But since it's going to be 3 of these, I think the best maps people will go for is going to be the Delirium one, and if they can find the Delirium one with strong boxes, for example, Breach or any of these other juicy ones, they'll prioritize that type of map for the extra farming. So 3 of these effects will be in every map or in every area, so it's going to be pretty interesting to see how it goes. But due to this being alternating every hour, I'm pretty sure people will be main focusing on the Delirium Mirrors, at least in the softcore leagues. I'm not sure how people will do it in the hardcore, because I'll actually do softcore this league. So I want to focus on making a new build, being the Cold Slinger build, which I want to make a guide for, including a forum guide. So I'll be focusing on that personally. So with this noted, people have been asking if Heist is going to be having these flashback mods, which they have answered and said that will actually not happen. There we go. Will the flashback mods affect Heist contracts? No, flashback mods are disabled in the Heist contracts, which makes this league not a flashback Heist, but rather a flashback or Heist. Now, with that in mind, I think a lot of people will farm Exalted Orbs like they've done in the Heist League, and they will do so in the Flashback, specifically also because the fact that Flashback is not voided, which is pretty fucking big. So I'm not sure how interesting the Flashback event will actually be compared to previous Flashback leagues that we've had in the past couple of years, but I think it's going to be fun to have at least a reset of market and a new player, a new set of playing the league. So it's going to be pretty fun in that sense, but I'm not sure how the longevity will be compared to how the longevity and the player retention was during the Heist League itself. Either way, I'm looking forward to it because I've been kind of drained out of PoE content for a while, and I want to get back into it. Another thing to notice is obviously that Christmas is coming up, so for those of you that are missing out on this event because of Christmas celebrations, Merry Christmas to you guys. Hope you guys have a good weekend or holidays, and I'll see you guys when you get back. We are hosting a thing we're calling GHAZZY on the stream, so make sure you tune into that, because on a daily basis we are hosting giveaways thanks to one of my moderators, Broncodes, where we're giving away Steam games every day up until the 25th of December. And with that in mind, I can also mention the fact that I will be streaming on the 23rd of December as well as the 25th of December for some juicy Christmas streams. So this brings me to the last part of this video, and that is talking about builds. Now, the problem with talking about builds in an event like this is that unlike Mayhem, which was really crazy with the amount of modifiers or things that were existing in these areas, where you were kind of limited in terms of builds you were playing because you had to have a build that could properly clear everything, and events like that was more focused on clearing maps and having generic clearing, meaning that you didn't necessarily have to focus that much on bosses. Whereas in an event like Flashback, which is a slightly more toned down of this approach, means that you might want to farm bosses. So builds that you choose to play will heavily depend on the approach that you decide to play. What's your goals with this event? Is it to just enjoy the different aspects of it and just play a resetted heist? Or is it that you want to farm heist contracts? In that case, you'll be choosing builds that are designed for that purpose. Are your plans to go delving? Which I don't know why you would do, but you know, each to their own. And then you have to decide a build for that purpose. I will personally be playing a Cold Slinger for the purpose of me actually wanting to make a guide for it. Now, the Cold Slinger build is mainly focusing on clearing and not so much bossing. Even if it can do bosses, it's not the best for it. Whereas we have other builds that can be pretty good balance between both bossing and clearing, such as the Poison BB BF build, which I do have a guide for. All my guides will be linked in the descriptions below, so you can check them out. All of the builds will work very well in events like this, so do check it out. And I didn't feel like making a video where I say, oh, this is a good League starter, so this is good League starter, because I will say the exact same builds that I've been talking about since 3.10. All of those builds, since, well, pretty much all of those builds in 3.10, at least everything from 3.12 and forward of these events will work well in this event as well. Whereas the better choices would obviously be, or the more meta choices would be the Poison Blade Blast build is very popular. Vortex can be very good. We have TR Mines, TR Self-Cast, or Self-Shoot, I guess. ED Contagion, Bane Popper. There's so many builds that works out and that will be functional. To make a video going through these builds is going to be pretty crazy. So yeah, pretty much anything will work. And it's very simple. As long as you find a proper build guide for it. And you can check out my guides in the descriptions below. The reason I want to make this video is mainly to see what you guys decide to play. And I'd also love to hear you guys in the comments of why you want to play the Flashback event. Because to me, it's just getting back into a resetted play of the heist. I was never a big fan of the Heist League, but I'm looking forward to the Flashback event in general. But I fear that the retention of players during this event is not going to be that good. Anyways, that's basically all I have to say, and I hope you guys will have fun with the event. Merry Christmas, everybody, and let me know in the comments what you feel about the event and what build you will be playing. I look forward to reading all the comments. Until next time, boys, stay safe and keep rocking.